Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be going over what's coming in for you for finances and love for August 2025. This is a timeless reading and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you would like a personal reading, check out my description box below. I also have a Patreon membership available on my Patreon, where your name will be added to my name deck if you join. Each additional month that you are part of my subscription, you get to add another name. I also go ahead and do free readings. They're free mini readings for whoever joins. I do bonus readings. I do pendulum questions, charmed intuition readings, things of that nature. So yeah, there's a bunch of bonuses on there. I also do discounts on my personal readings if you join that. And yeah, so make sure you think of 2 questions for the end of this reading. And then could do with like finances, and then 2 more questions for the end of the love reading. That could be like love questions, but it's up to you on what you want to ask, of course. For my focus deck, there are yes and no cards in there. So after I do the focus messages, if there's no yes or no cards that pop out, then I will be pulling from my pink deck. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. So far we have the World, the Tower, and Queen of Pentacles. I feel like something about your job, something about your finances has ended. There is a big issue that happened. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles. So are they in this energy right now? Some kind of information came through. I feel like somebody ended a job or something. Something ended. Looks like you could have found a new job. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups. It's like ending the old, beginning a new, movement forward. Messages between someone. Tell me more. Oh wow, we're jumping right into love. Wait, what is going on? Spirit, clear, concise messages, please. I kind of feel like whatever has happened affected your home life, maybe even affected your, I'm picking up like on a marriage, could just be a relationship, but I'm picking up on a marriage. I feel like this job has really impacted your home situation. Yeah, defensive. It feels like things are falling apart is what I'm getting. You're in your head. It's just been a struggle. There might have been fighting at home. You're looking into getting a new job. It's been rough though. You might have been applying everywhere. What about this Two of Cups? Friends are there to help you if you need help. Yeah, definitely a marriage going on. Wish is coming true though. There's gonna be reason to celebrate. I feel like people coming together, like you. This is interesting because this is finances and not love. I feel like you have people in the background that are like rooting for you to help get you through this hard time. I feel like even though it's been a real like struggle, like you have people who are very supportive of you. Could be your love interest. They could be like, your love interest could be a King of Cups. I feel like they've been really supportive during this whole situation. I just feel like a job has ended and it's just caused a lot of issues at home, and it has you up in your head, and you want to be able to help support the family and everything, but you're having issues of finding a new job. And despite that, like, your partner has been really helpful in this whole situation. I feel like you have a lot of support. Can you tell me more? So your partner might have also been like, okay, well, what do you want to do? Like, let's try to figure this out. Like, what do you want to spend your time doing? Looking at all your options of what's going to bring you happiness, like the most amount of money that you can get. Maybe you're thinking about, okay, well, instead of like focusing just on money, maybe focus on something more that I love. Like, you're looking at all the options. They're saying debt. You're worried about debt. They're saying karmic debt too. But it looks like you're worried about debts and stuff like that. So you're taking that into consideration on what you should do. Fighting with collection agencies is what I'm getting. They might be calling you off the hook and just like stressing you out. It's like they want their money now. You're making a decision on something. What's this decision? For a second there, they said move. Decision on movement. Ace of Pentacles, accepting a new job. You're trying to find out like what's going to bring you back into a peaceful energy after this collapse of whatever happened in the old. It does look like times are changing. A new abundant beginning is coming in. Can you tell me more about this new option, Spirit? It's a wish fulfillment. Yeah, you're going to figure it out. I feel like it's just a pause for a second. Yeah, new beginning. Whatever this new thing that's coming in, you're going to find a lot of happiness. It's going to be very fulfilling for you. I feel like you could have the skills. They're also bringing up like training or, you know, like a degree or something that you have could really come in handy with this job. Could even be a branch off of like the degree that you have. So for example, like here's a great example. I have a animation degree, but like I could technically do anything in the art field, you know what I mean? So something similar like that. It feels like it might be like a branch off of a degree that you have. Yeah, something that you're really good at, you have a lot of skills at, something that you really enjoy, something that you just connect with. They're bringing up specifically this little starfish around her neck. It kind of reminds me like a badge of honor, but like a wish come true, like following her dreams. Maybe that's what she went to school for, kind of deal. She has the skills already to make those dreams come true. Following your intuition is really highlighted right now. Queen of Swords, living in your truth. Be truthful with yourself. Like, what is going to bring you happiness? Don't just settle for a job because you have to settle for a job. You know, you have the support that you need from family, friends, even a spouse. It's important to go after what you really want to do and not settle for less, because that other job, if you were to take on just something to get you some quick money, that might just turn out bad. So just take your time trying to figure this out. There's going to be an offer. I feel like it's like you're going to fill out for a job and then they're going to contact you and then you're going to go for an interview, is what I'm picking up on. It's a slow process, though. It might take a little bit for you to find this job. They are bringing up divine timing, so maybe this job isn't available just yet, but it's going to be on the market here soon. So that's what I'm getting with that. You are very social. It's like very social, very in your power, very like attractive. Not just like attractive like physically, but also in your skills and what you can do, what you can give to the world. So that's what I'm getting on that. We have Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, and Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Libra, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, and then Pisces, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer are on the board. So that's basically everyone, I believe. But those are the ones that are highlighted. We have a little bit of everyone here. So any of that could be important for you. Those could be highlighted in your chart, even in your like lovers, your partner's chart. I feel like whoever this is, I feel like the partner like can hold down the fort for a little bit while you figure out like what you're doing, your next step forward. I feel like you guys have enough cushion for you to be able to figure this out. You're just kind of in your head because you want to stay on top of your finances, which is completely understandable. But your partner really wants you to find a job that you love to do rather than just settling, you know? Okay, so Spirit, because when both of you guys are in good energy, then that makes it where it's a more happier time in your like love life, your family life. More information about their situation, please, Spirit, for Gemini. We have running, avoiding, offer on the table, intervention. For any reason, so they're telling me for any reason, if you have an issue with whatever offer is coming towards you, like for example, they don't give you the right benefits, or there's no benefits at all, or you know, it's just not fitting with what you want. It doesn't pay enough. Don't be afraid to turn it down and look for something new, because there's a reason why you're having these second thoughts. You're like, I don't know if I should do this. Your gut is telling you something. It's actually your guides telling you, but triggers. So you might be triggered by what happened in the past with your past work situation. Maybe there was something that went wrong or whatever. Maybe there's something very similar with this job offer that's coming towards you. Maybe it's similar with the old one and it's like triggering you. Like you notice something like lack of communication, or you know, there's just something about the workplace that's triggering you. So if you see that, don't be afraid to like, okay, maybe not this one because like I've already gone through this. It's just going to repeat. Like it's just a different job. So that's what they're telling me. TikTok deadline. Time running out. Yeah, I feel like you're worried about that. And so you might be triggered to accept an offer because you feel like time is running out. You don't want your family to suffer from the situation, or even just you and your partner. Negotiator, bargaining, begging. Yeah. Okay, so they're talking about how maybe you could talk to these people and like up the price. Maybe they're saying, oh, well, you're only going to make 50,000, but in reality you can make up to 65,000 a year. You know what I mean? So like they're talking about like, don't be afraid to like say, oh, well, in my old company I was worth 60,000, you know, so can you meet me in the middle? Don't be afraid to do that, because a lot of jobs will do that, receipts. So you will have to most likely show that like that's how much you were able to make in the past. Maybe giving them proof of your skills and stuff like that will help go ahead and raise that dollar amount higher. We do have, it says divorce. Some of you could begin a divorce. I'm not picking up on that though. I kind of just feel like this particular card is more like an ending to the job that you were dealing with. I do not pick up divorce with your spouse. I feel like your spouse is very loving, very caring, very supportive. Like I said before, this could be something you're worried about. Maybe you're worried that they're going to divorce you. That's not the case. Like right here, we have commitment. They're committed to you, long-term relationship. Like they're not just going to divorce you because you don't have a job. Like you just, it's like they're telling me through thickness and thin, you know, through the good and the bad, they're going to stand by you. So don't be worried about that. Try to get that out of your mind. Just focus on finding a job that you like, because that will be more productive for you to focus on the good rather than focus on what bad could happen, because you're going to be magnetized to that energy. You're going to be manifesting that in, and you don't want to do that, because then that could start fights. You just feel lost right now because you don't know what route to go. You have a lot of choices. There's a possibility that your job just hasn't been posted yet. Like the job that is meant for you just hasn't been posted yet. It does show a meeting, 2 or more people discussing planning. Maybe talk to your friends and family. Maybe they know of something that would be a good... I'm kind of feeling like a friend might be like, oh yeah, so-and-so has like a new job, or they're opening a new business and they need this kind of person with these kind of skills. You know what I mean? So like it's like it hasn't been created yet for you to get this job. So I feel like that's a possibility. I'm seeing a woman in a kitchen talking to a friend about this situation. So take that as you will. Poison. Can you tell me more about that? They're saying that like poison, it's kind of like they're showing me like water being contaminated with poison. They're showing me like once you go ahead and start having those toxic thoughts, it kind of like takes over everything that you're thinking about, which causes anxiety. And that can actually put up a block towards your manifestations on coming in. So this is a pause, okay? So just be very cautious with that. Also be cautious with who you're connecting with, because if you are meeting with people who are constantly like, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like I'm kind of picking up mother energy or something. Somebody who's like really on your ass about like, oh, what are you going to do? Like it's not productive. It's not helping you figure out what to do. It's just poisoning your thoughts and creating the anxiety and that pause, that block, that, and you don't need that. You just don't need that. Okay. Threatened, embarrassed appearances. I kind of feel like you feel kind of embarrassed for not having a job. It's kind of like you feel bad because your partner has to go ahead and take on all the responsibilities job wise instead of you. It kind of makes you feel like a clown, like you're not worthy, and that's not true. It's just you're going through a hard time right now. We have settlement, agreement, compromise. With this, I feel like it's just talking about like your partner is saying, okay, don't worry, babe, I'll go ahead and cover what I can right now while you look for your job. And you're looking for a job, you know? You're chasing that, yeah, you're chasing that dollar. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to get things going today. You want it to happen today. You want it to happen right now because you don't want to wait. You're worried about falling behind on this whole situation. I do feel like I told you, I feel like, yeah, cleansing. I feel, yeah, you need a cleansing to clear your thoughts and everything, but I feel like you're going to find this job. It's just possible that it hasn't been posted yet. So just keep filling out paperwork, applications and stuff to jobs that you think that you would like, and don't settle for less because you want to make sure that you get this right the first time so you don't have to revisit this in the future. Okay, but everything's going to turn out good. Just try to stay positive. I know that's easier said than done. Just remember, when you have those toxic thoughts, it contaminates your entire process. So you need to try to limit that as much as possible. If you need to cleanse yourself, then cleanse yourself. Think of 2 questions. We do already have November, so something could pop up in November. Maybe that's when you'll find your job. If you needed a job to get you by, just to earn some extra money, maybe do like a Uber or something, or was it Grubhub or the other food things, just to get extra money. Think of 2 of your questions. Follow your intuition, yeah. For protection, you are protected. So yeah, they really want you to know that like everything's okay, it's going to be all good. Just keep moving forward, trying to get that job. I feel like whatever this was, I just feel like it kind of knocked you off of your throne. I feel like I feel tired. I feel like you're tired. It's like you're very anxious, but you're also like wearing yourself down with the stress. So we have Taurus. So your partner could be a Taurus. You could have Taurus in your chart. Something specific about Taurus. We have 111, intuition, trust your gut, listen to your heart. Virgo season could be important. That's coming up. That's September and August. New jobs. See? New jobs coming in. Told you. They are changing. Times are changing. Like everything's going to be fine. We have Sagittarius seasons coming up. Something specific during then, which is also in December. So could be during the beginning of December. We have miscommunication could happen. So just be cautious on communicating and everything. Go into nature. Make sure you cleanse yourself. Wherever this miscommunication is coming from, looks like there will be an apology. Remember how I said like there could be an issue with mom or something? Like it feels like they're just like hounding you about this job, and that's an issue for you. I feel like maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they don't mean to be hounding you, but that's how they're coming off. So yeah. We have Scorpio season could be important. So that is October and November. We have rising sign. Your rising sign could be any of these: Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. December is also Capricorn as well. November is Scorpio and Sagittarius. We have 12/12, self-identity, stepping into your power and purpose. So that's important. You're trying to figure out where you belong, what kind of job you should be doing. You can trust them. So you can trust your partner and what they're saying. Like, you're not going to get a divorce. Don't worry about that. I am seeing a crow. That's a confirmation that there is protection. Make sure you look up crow spirit animal. Mother, see? I was picking up on a mother energy. Like, there might be an issue with a mom. So, like, they're apologizing. I feel like stop and think. So maybe they're just... Spirit is just saying, like, stop and think. Like I told you, I have like an animation degree, so I just type in art jobs and I could do any of those. I'm qualified for any of those. So you could be too. Just type in whatever degree you have and then, go down the list and just apply. What do you have to lose? Just make sure whatever you're doing, you do something that you love. But there was no yes or no cards that popped out. So we'll go ahead and pull those right now. So think of 2 questions. Yes, no. If maybe pops out, then that just means that you're not supposed to know right now. So Spirit, 2 cards, please. Yes or no for Gemini's questions. Normally I do these at the end, but I'm doing them right now. If anything pops out. One, 2. Okay. So this is the first one. Make sure you label your question 1 and 2 and pause if you need more time. Okay, so for the question number 1, we have maybe. Looks like walking away from something. For question number 2, we have yes. Ambitious, steady, consistent, planner, grounded. So this is normally like, when I see this card, I think of like a new opportunity at hand. So so maybe and yes. So now we're going to go into your love portion, but I'm going to take a quick break and I will be right back. Hi Gemini, sorry about that. I needed to do something real fast. So we are going to be moving into your love portion of the reading. So make sure you think of 2 questions at the end so that we can get those answered. If the focus deck doesn't give us a yes or no, I will be pulling from my pink deck just to see. Yeah, so okay. Love portion for Gemini. What's coming in for August 2025 for Gemini? Clear, concise message, please, Spirit. This is a timeless reading, so whenever they see it is when they're supposed to see it. This can relate to Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. Please connect me with them. What's going on in their love life? Getting kids. There's something about kids. I feel like somebody's dating. This wanted to pop out. You have anxiety about dating. Some of you might have kids. Maybe that's why you're having a little bit of anxiety. I kind of feel like there was a legal battle. Some of you could have been like married possibly. There's some kind of legal matter that has to do with money though, and I feel like this really like broke the bank. You could have gotten a divorce. Yeah, I am picking up there was some kind of commitment here, some kind of marriage. I feel like this has left you, they're saying in shambles is what they're saying. So it feels like there could have been a divorce that happened and you just don't have money maybe to go out and meet new people. Queen of Swords kind of made you cold and defensive towards people. This experience could have probably really had a huge impact on you, on how you view relationships. Intuition, you're following your intuition on who's right for you, who's not right for you. It's like you're trying to find out when's the right time to date. Right now it seems like it's not the right time to date. It feels like you're going through too much. Maybe you're working extra hours because you're more focused on work than you are on love. If that's not the thing, then it feels like you're just really heavily in your head because you might be closed off to love is what I'm getting. Yeah, closed off to love. I feel like you're kind of afraid to move forward and you don't want to get hurt. Yeah. I feel like you're closed off. It feels like you made connections in the past and they just didn't work out for you. So you're just questioning like, should I even bother giving this a chance again? Somebody could have used you for your money. I do feel... So there is a big change that's coming in. You're really in your energy with this. I kind of feel like you're making this change happen. By you being in your power, you're making this change happen. It's like you're calling in what's going to give you an equal give and take. We have this attractive person. I kind of feel like this is someone else. There might be a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's coming towards you. They might be very attractive, maybe like high energy, very passionate is what I'm getting. Equal give and take. They're giving you an equal give and take. You might be friends first and then move it into, yeah, it's like you've known this person from your past. You guys could be friends first. This is interesting. So it's kind of like you're hiding your feelings from this person, is what I'm getting. You could have had dreams about this person. I just feel like you're hiding something from this person. Maybe like you're not telling them how you truly feel about them. It's like you have your hot and cold moments. Like one minute you guys are like talking and like really getting on the same page, and then like the next minute maybe you're not texting for a couple of days or so. It just feels like really on and off energy is what I'm getting. You're just afraid of being played. Yeah, you're afraid of being hurt. I kind of feel like the inconsistency is kind of hurting you. It's kind of like triggering you is what I'm getting. Yeah, you're being more defensive towards this person because you don't want the same thing to happen again. You're staying in your power. You're kind of like allowing them to come to you. You're not making any moves is what I'm picking up on. I feel like you're just staying in your lane basically until somebody makes it known that they want to be with you. You don't want to be the first one to come forward to them and tell them how you feel. I feel like somebody is coming forward though. Can you tell me more about this? You might actually, in time somebody's going to come forward. You might be pretty defensive about this once they do come forward though. Either that or they're defensive. I kind of feel like they could be defensive when you come forward. You might actually decide after like so long, like, hey, you know, I've had feelings for you this entire time and I think we could work, but I feel like they're defensive. It's kind of like you're looking for that sweet spot to get in there to like make this happen, but you're not in any rush from what I see. You want to move forward from this. Something could have happened in their past and you just want to move forward. Both of you guys move forward and don't have to deal with that anymore. Kind of like laying the past to rest so you don't have to deal with that. You can just focus on yourself, coming in with a new offer. Yeah. It's like, hey, let's try this out and just see where it goes, you know? Innocent, you know, playful. Someone might be younger than the other person. Coming together. Yeah. I just feel like you guys are coming together, being playful, maybe flirting and things like that, and you're just trying to see where it goes. Yeah, new beginning, but guarded from the past. So I just feel like this is going to take a little bit of time to get off the ground. They're saying divine timing. Don't be in a rush. Enjoy the friendship. Maybe you guys getting closer in friendship, that's what's actually going to bring you towards this person more. Wish fulfillment. Yeah, this could be actually something really good. It does look like there's going to be a wait though. But during this wait, you're going to be building stability with this person. They're bringing up the grapes. So grapes could be significant. It's kind of like allowing the grape to ripen so it can be sweet. And you know what they say about like grapes and like wine, like the longer the wine is sitting there, like the better it becomes. So they are giving that analogy. We do have Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again. We have Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Those are the signs that I'm seeing on the board right now. So let's get into the situation, further into the situation. Spirit, please clear, concise messages for them. They're bringing up animals. They're bringing up the elephant. There could be something significant about the elephant. I will post some information right now. They're saying like wise, like it's all about like the timing, like getting to know each other, like building that bond, building that friendship is what they're saying. They're also bringing up the cat. It's like the independence that you have developed over the time being. It's like you put that self-love into yourself so that you're no longer like dealing with people in the past who like treated you like crap. You're moving on towards new things. It's like you've learned that lesson, you're done with that lesson, you're moving on. Same with this person. I kind of feel like they're mirroring you. I'll make sure to put that cat information up on the screen as well, because I feel like there's just been a time of like self-development that you had to go through by yourself, and same with this person, and that's actually going to make you guys stronger if you guys do end up together. It does look like this could be very promising. It just looks like there's a lot of things that need to be healed before moving into this situation. A lot of healing needs to be involved. They're saying healing quartz. Rose quartz could help you. Could also help this person. Maybe if they're into crystals and stuff, maybe like bring it up to them. Maybe a rose quartz bracelet or something to help heal their heart from whatever they've gone through as well. This will also help bring in more trust. Maybe find a stone that helps with trusting again. I will see if I can find anything online about trusting, and I will post it up on the video right now. But yeah, just use those crystals. That could help you if you're into that kind of thing. They're saying, what was it? Trust and pixie dust. Talking about Peter Pan. Faith, trust, and pixie dust is what they're bringing up. The pixie dust are kind of showing me, it's like the powers of the crystal. Faith, trust, and pixie dust. And it's like powers of the crystals going into you is what they're showing me. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it just, the energies from the crystals, they actually help bring that in. Although they're also saying, so remember how I brought up the elephant? So they're bringing up the feather that Dumbo had in order to fly. How at first he felt like he needed that feather in order to fly, but at the end he didn't need the feather. He was doing it all on his own. And then, was it Timothy Mouse was all like, you can do it, Dumbo, you can fly, you can do it on your own, you don't need the feather. The feather was basically like your spirit guides, is what they're saying. Like your spirit guides are trying to get you to trust again. They're trying to get you to understand that whatever happened in the past was just a lesson. It was for character development. I know it sounds horrible, but that's how the universe works. They do that to all of us. We go through these different lessons so that we can learn, so we can evolve and grow, so we can ascend. Because without feeling any kind of hurt, we can't heal if we don't hurt, you know what I mean? And I know it sounds terrible, but the more stuff that you go through, the more you can help others who are going through things. So you kind of become like the teacher. Kind of reminds me of like the Karate Kid, on when the master's teaching the kid on how to master karate or whatever. I never watched the original, but it's popping up in my mind. They are specifically showing me the one with the new one, the Karate Kid, the new one with Jackie Chan, and then Will Smith's kid. I don't remember his name, but yeah. It's like you are mastering what you've been through. You know what to trust, what not to trust. And yeah, these situations they just help you grow, your soul grow, which is why we come to this earth, is to learn stuff. Negotiator. Yeah, so I kind of feel like this has to do with your person and you. It's like you're negotiating. You're like, okay, let's be friends first. Let's see where this goes. Let's take our time. Let's build that trust, that friendship, see where that can go. Irreconcilable differences, divorce, final. Can you tell me more about this? You could have gotten a divorce in the past. This could also be that breakup that happened, come together. So it's like so they're saying that things that happened in the past, leave them in the past. Things are coming together for you now. New people are coming into your life. There's spiritual unions happening, new soul contracts coming together. Things that were supposed to happen in the past, that's just it. They're supposed to happen in the past. You grew from it, you learn from it, you're moving on, you know? So now you're coming together who will actually benefit your life rather than take away from your life. Searching. I kind of feel like you might be searching, like it's like you're searching for who you're supposed to be with. You might be searching like, who is this person to you? Maybe like you feel there's some kind of connection there. Maybe you've had a connection in the past and you're just trying to find out. You might have even asked this person like, hey, do you think we might have had like a past life together or something? And they may not know what to think about that. I don't know if they're as spiritual as you are. So they might have not said anything. They might have just been like, what do you mean? You know, they might not be open to that idea as much as you are. So it kind of feels like that. Also, I'm getting that like maybe you've been searching for your person for so long and all you've been feeling is like silence. That's all you've been hearing. Silence, crickets, like, and you're just tired of it. You're like, when is my person going to come in already? It does look like intervention's happening though. So spirit, your guides, they're bringing someone in, but you have to trust that this person is coming in. Again, they're bringing up Dumbo and the feather. Alien, telepathic dream songs. They want you to pay attention to all of those because those are very significant into the situation. Again, you could be having dreams about them. You could be like telepathically, like you know when they're going to message you. Songs could be popping up on the radio and it just reminds you of them. It's like your guides are trying to like bring you guys together, coming together. They are constantly, spirit guides are constantly doing that, trying to bring people together because there's a reason for that. There's a reason why these people are supposed to be in your life. So we have anxiety and pretending. So you might be afraid to a certain degree, or even they could be afraid that one of you, either you or them, the other person is thinking that you're not who you say you are, that you're just pretending. Maybe you just want sex, or you know, you want them for something, and you could be feeling the same way, you know. So I just feel like there is a lot of anxiety around that. Somebody feels like the other one is pretending, so that's why they're just kind of like blocked off, kind of scared of coming towards the person. Done with the games is what I'm getting. Done with the games, done with the past, done. You're just done. You're moving forward. You're looking forward to new connections. You're seeing what God and like life has for you. You know the universe has something for you. You feel it in your, they're saying in your veins, but like you're just waiting to see. You might be feeling it through the dreams, you know. There's someone else out there for you. And you know, like the tragedy that has happened in the past, it was supposed to end. Like it wasn't supposed to come together. Those were lessons. And I feel like your soul knows this. They're bringing up on how like we have such a long life. And if you were to find your person in the very beginning, it'd be boring. I know that sounds terrible, but it's true. Like if you find your person in the beginning, you don't get to experience all these different lessons to find like the golden reward at the end. They're bringing up Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. When they finally get that trophy or whatever, they have to go through all of these different trials and stuff in order to get to that Goblet of Fire. to master their witchery or whatever, their magical skills. But it's kind of like that is what they're bringing up. So they're bringing up, I don't know why they went ahead and showed me they showed me Loki, but they used the Lord Farquaad quote on "some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to take." So it's kind of like life is kind of comedic, like it's a comedy, and they just want you to like take it as it comes. Like there's good, there's bad, you know. They got to keep it interesting for you, otherwise you just be bored with life and you wouldn't have an adventure basically. So yeah, I don't know why they showed Loki. Maybe because mischief. So like mischief has to be involved in your life some way, somehow, to keep it interesting. And I know it kind of sucks, but it's kind of like your guides are kind of like, yeah, we gotta do this. Like, we gotta keep it interesting. Deadline, timeline running out. You might be afraid that time is running out to actually to get to this goal that you have of finding your person. They want to remind you, faith, trust, pixie dust, synchronicities. You could be seeing 111, 222, all the synchronicities, 1111, especially 111. That is like new beginnings. 222. Normally that means like Two of Cups, for example. Making decisions, coming together with people, you know, two people, you know what I mean? So it's like time, they're bringing up on how time is an illusion. Even though we do grow up, like we grow, we evolve, we eventually die, but they're saying that you shouldn't be thinking about that. You shouldn't be thinking about the end. You should just be enjoying like in the here and now. Your guides are sending you, they're bringing up 777 and 888. 888 is about balancing, and then 777 is about good luck coming in. So remember that. Those are important. But they're they're showing you little hints on your journey, little synchronicities and stuff on your journey to kind of like move you in the right path. So this person that is on your path right now that you're connecting with, they're on your path for a reason. Look at that. Happiness, love, yeah. So happiness and love is definitely involved. If you're feeling happy with this person, maybe just enjoy it while, you know, for what it is. Don't try to put a label on it just yet. Just enjoy it. Verge. Somebody's on the verge to reveal or confess something. This could be you. This could be them. Can you tell me more about this, Spirit? Can you tell me more about the Spirit? What's this verge? To confess what? Receipts. I kind of feel like you might be on the verge of telling them like, hey, haven't you noticed like the universe is kind of like pushing us together? I keep seeing 111, I keep seeing 222, you know, something like that. Anything else? Divine masculine. You could be the divine masculine. You could be dealing with the divine masculine. This does look like this is a higher soulmate. This could be a twin flame, but definitely a high vibrational soulmate of yours. Oh, they're also saying so when it comes to the twin flame journey, you do start seeing synchronicities a lot, because this is a spiritual union, and we have, and look, spiritual union, soul contract. So there's a reason why this divorce had to happen in the past. All these endings happened in the past because you're supposed to come together with your divine partner of this lifetime. So this could be, again, It could be twin flame, but it could also be just a high vibrational soulmate. You know, either one is really great. You know, twin flames, there's a little bit more learning to do, and you normally go through a lot of trials with them, whereas soulmate is a little bit more peaceful, you know, more lovey-dovey kind of thing. Divine masculine, divine feminine, that the twin flame journey, it can have a lot of issues if you and your partner, if you're on that journey, if you and your partner are not healed, you will not be able to come together with them until all of this is like healed, and it will never fully be healed. But as long as you both are working on healing that aspect of yourself and like being truly yourself, then that can come together. Otherwise, you're looking at more like a soulmate kind of situation if it's really easy, you know. I'm not saying you won't run into any issues, but yeah. So they want you to have a cleansing. Things are going to come out how they're supposed to come out. There's a reason why it was supposed to take so long. Soulmate. Yeah, this person could be a high vibrational soulmate for you. Could be why you feel so much love and happiness. Love affair. Ooh, yeah, there could be a lot of sexual energy that is within this situation. You guys could be hiding it from your friends. Maybe they don't know that you're more than friends, is what I'm picking up on. Waves of emotion. I feel like you guys really connect when you guys are having sexual times together. We have, twin flame. Archangel Michael. So there is this other saying, your twin flame is your soulmate, but not all soulmates are twin flames. So you only have one twin flame, and obviously there's your soulmate because, you know, they're you. Like, you have a very strong connection, and there's always that love. Whereas not all soulmates are twin flames because you only have one of these. You have multiple soulmates. So they could pop up, you know. They could be popping. So they're saying like their name could be popping up all the time. They could be popping up in dreams. They want you to know that this whole situation is protected though for you, so don't worry about that. They're also bringing up Kundalini energy, which could be really important. I will put some information on the screen right now about that. Make sure to pause this video and read that. That could be why the waves of emotion are popping up. Okay, so it's like you're rising, your vibration is really rising with them. So, but they want you to know this is protected. You could run into them at the store, or like I said, their name could pop up a lot. Anything about them could pop up, even their birthday. Like maybe you see their birthday all the time on the clock, you know what I mean? So yeah, you could also be seeing 1111 a lot, so that's a possibility. So let's see what's going on for focus messages. What's to come? This could be months. This could be astrology signs. Think of 2 questions. Make sure to pause the video if you need to. Make sure you label your questions 1 and 2 so you know like the answers depending on when the thing pops out. We already have soulmate popping out and something else. Soulmate popped out twice. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with the twin flame, and then some of you could just be dealing with a high vibrational soulmate. Okay, so keep that in mind. You're gonna know. Remember how I said you're mirroring this person? I just read this. The one mirrored souls pledged. So like both of you guys could have had very similar pasts, and like now you're coming together. Yeah. If this person just seems like very familiar to you, like you know them, you just feel like you know them, even if there's like no words exchanged, like it's just that look, that gaze, that feeling like your soul just knows. That can be important. But yeah, think of your questions 1 and 2, label them 1 and 2. when the cards pop out, that'll be the order in which they are answered. Remember I said 777? We have April. Okay. When I saw apology pop out, I automatically got apology from this person that you're dealing with. It feels like they want to come towards you, but they're apologizing because they're scared to come towards you, so they might be delaying union with you. The answer to your first question is no. We have April. So April is Aries and Taurus. We have Aquarius season, which is January and February. Soulmate, I definitely feel like this is a soulmate connection, possibly twin flame. We have grandma. If grandma is on the other side, she could be guiding you towards this direction. She could be one of your guides. We have new beginnings. The thing that happened in the past was short term. It wasn't supposed to last. So we're going into new beginnings now. 777, luck, wonderful things are about to happen. So yeah, I feel like that's really important for you. We do have 111, intuition, trust your gut and listen to your heart. You will be, if this is your twin flame, you will be able to identify them. We have October, so that is Scorpio and Libra season. We have time to heal. This could also be like their sign, Scorpio, Libra. Brother could be important, brother could be involved, brother could be on the other side helping you. We have Venus sign, or somebody that acts like a brother. Or if you're a woman and you just have this really strong connection with this person, you feel like they're kind of like a brother to you, but also a soulmate. Like maybe you're questioning if you're supposed to actually be in a relationship or keep it as just close friend, brother kind of thing. Yeah, we do have Venus sign, so Venus sign could be any of these for either of you. They are changing. I feel like times are changing. Luck is coming in for you. They are not coming back correct. So when it comes to that, I feel like there is a possibility that somebody from your past could be coming back in and trying to delay union with you and this new person. They could be apologizing to you, and they're telling you they're not coming back incorrect, so do not see message in a bottle. We did have this one right here, Page of Cups, which also represents an apology as well. This could be someone from the past. Maybe you were waiting on an apology and they're finally coming in because they see you moving on, but they are not coming back in. They're not coming back correct. So remember, you're done. Lesson has been learned. We have Sagittarius season, which is November and December. Also, person could be Sagittarius. Go into nature. They want you to cleanse yourself. We have a friend. So maybe, like I was saying, like maybe you're going to be a friend first and then move into a relationship later on. Faithful. You can trust this person. We have August. So the Lionsgate portal could be important. 8-8. Remember how I said I was seeing 8-8? Balancing yourself and moving in towards this energy. I will try to put information on Lionsgate portal on the screen right now. Pause it and read it. Screenshot it if you need to. We have March. August is Leo and Virgo. March is Aries and Pisces. We have January, which is Capricorn and Aquarius. We have long term. Yeah, there's long term. I feel like friend, faithful, long term. Something's coming in for you. September, which is Virgo and Libra. Ex-lover is coming back. They are not coming back correct. They could come back in September. Message in a bottle. Look how this is all over here. Okay, and they're probably saying, oh, I want to go into long term, but they're not coming back correct. It's going to end up in short term. They're saying no. They're saying no, don't do this. It's going to end badly again. sorry, this is just what they're telling me. Take it as you will. I'm just the messenger. Okay, so sorry if you don't want to hear that, but that's what they're telling me. We have sun sign, any of these signs that I have mentioned, with like Aries and Taurus, Aquarius, any of these could be sun signs. And then we have Leo, so Leo can be important. We did not get any yes or no. Well, we did get no. I will pull one more card for you on that one at the end. Actually, let's do that right now, just to get that out of the way, because I might forget. Okay, think of your second question. Remember, these are collective readings, so don't give your power all the way to these answers for the yes and no. If you would like a personal reading, that would be more of a direct answer for yes or no. I just feel like Spirit is going to answer the person with the yes or no who needs it the most. This yes and no is just basically for fun. Okay, so personal readings are better for yes and no. But okay, so Spirit, can you give me one answer, yes or no? If you get maybe, it's because you're not supposed to know right now. We got no. So 9 of Swords. This is like anxiety, guilt, insomnia, depressed, breaking point. So there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of problems with whatever that question was. Interesting. So it says astrology, Mars and Gemini. When it comes to a Mars planet, that's normally about like fighting and stuff like that, is what I automatically pick up on. So there could have been like a lot of arguments with this person, or whatever you're thinking about. It feels like there's just a lot of arguments in that situation with this person. So just take that into consideration. I'm going to pull from my name deck. If your name does not pop out, it does not mean that this is not for you. Okay? If everything else sounds like this is your story, take it as your story. There might be somebody out there who only resonated with like maybe half of this, or maybe just a small portion of it, and they're questioning if this is their story. So Spirit might be like, okay, let's give them a card, And then if your name doesn't pop out at all, it could mean that I just don't have your name in the deck either. So the only way you would really know is if you watch my other readings to see what other names pop out, to see if your name is actually in this deck. And I go through this twice just to make sure I get all the names that I need to get out of here. For Gemini. Always pull from the bottom. We have Jack. Your person could like Jack Skellington. If it's not your first name, could be a middle name, could be your person's name, could be your grandma's name. It could also be a nickname, could be not spelled correctly. Anything is possible. We have Rachel. Okay. Now let's gather all of these for you. And then okay, looks like I got all of them. Okay, so we have Jack, Rachel, we have Jay, could be even for like Jacob, Jeremy, we have Ellie, Eleanor, we have Julianne, Hillary, Michelle. I also saw Michael. That could be a possibility. Edward, Cindy, David, Nathan, Chloe, Ariana, William, Scott. They could be Scottish. Crystal, Andrea. They could be into crystals. We have Peyton. They could be a fan of Peyton Manning, is what I heard. Tiffany, Noah. They could like The Notebook. We have Angelique. We have Daniel, Robert, and Brian. So Gemini, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so that you can see future readings, and I hope to read for you again soon. I am wishing you many blessings for this month ahead, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.